Welcome to Season 2 of Legit Brew Reviews, where we drink legit brews.
And give you legit reviews.
And I'm Matt.
And I'm Trevor.
And we are officially in Season 2.
Hallelujah.
Day, right? Hallelujah, right? A day that we ultimately didn't know would happen.
Yeah.
But we're awfully glad it did, because this season's going to be awesome. And kicking off the awesome of Season 2, we are drinking some
Urban South
Brewery.
Yeah, Urban South. I wrote a thing here. Hold on, let me grab my scratch paper. Urban South was founded in 2016 in New Orleans by a guy named Jacob Landry.
Jacob Landry, good Cajun name.
He actually attended college in Europe, and that's where he fell in love with European-style beers.
Awesome.
So he moved back to Louisiana, founded the brewery in New Orleans. And just recently, this year, they opened up a Houston-based brew house.
Oh, sweet.
Making it the company's first out-of-state business venture. So that's pretty cool. They're
nice.
growing.
Yeah. It's always good to be able to start something out and then grow it into just being more and more awesome.
Yeah, it's awesome to see independent brewers being so successful.
Yeah. Let's talk a little bit about what beers we're reviewing today. If you want to grab the one on your side first, because that one seems super interesting.
Okay,
not that these others don't.
This is called the Cafe. It's spelled a little funky way, but I think that's because they're trying to be like, it's a Vietnamese style coffee stout, so it's got the Vietnamese type spelling on it.
Yeah, the grammar or the grammatical.
Cafe.
Okay.
It's a luscious Vietnamese style, it says on the can, coffee stout brewed with locally roasted coffee and lactose sugar.
Nice.
So,
okay.
The ABV is 7%. Ooh, okay.
Okay.
So it's
Wow.
up there with your IPAs and stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Pretty cool. Yeah.
And we also have the IPA on deck. We have the Holy Roller Hazy Juicy IPA.
Mm-hmm.
And just to read a little bit of the art that they have on these Urban South titles. This one has here: the right place, the right people, the right beer.
Okay.
Man,
Like
that's
an every place, anywhere type of beer, I guess, right?
yeah.
What's the ABV on it? Is it like a session-friendly type IPA, or is it like you take your time with it?
Take a look and see. What do you want to jump in with first? I know the IPA is probably going to be native to an IPA. It's going to have kind of maybe that little bitter taste to it.
Let's do the IPA first, and
Yeah.
then we can finish off with the stout. Okay.
Okay,
Sound
cool.
good.
Yeah, you want to do that?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so we could do the Holy Roller.
Oh, who's gonna have the honors of opening the first can?
First can of Season 2? I don't know. You want to rock, paper, scissors for it or something?
You read my mind.
All right, here we go. Rock, paper, scissors. Wait. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Okay,
Wait,
shoot.
we gotta,
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Okay, there you go.
All right. Well, I get to open the IPA. It must have been destiny, because you guys would be surprised to know while we open this, Trevor has actually become very much an IPA connoisseur.
Yeah.
He was. You guys remember from Season 1 how
Against drinking any kind of IPA, I was.
Woo.
Bitter.
Yeah. He was strongly against it, and then it grew on him. You know,
I grew my wings, and I
he
took
grew his
I took
IPA
off.
wings, and
My favorite right now is St. Arnold's Art Car IPA. It is so good.
yeah. Wow, look at that. Look how pretty that cloudy, of course.
Wow.
But look how peachy. It's almost
I like the color. I've seen people,
it's peachy looking.
I've seen people drink beers like with this color.
Ooh, this guy.
And I'm always fascinated with. I was like, what beer has a color like this?
Yeah,
Like
cloudy and then very colorful. It's
Yeah.
not gold
Okay.
like your normal Pilsner or anything like that.
That's really cool. Super cloudy.
yeah.
Thick.
You wanna dive in and see what it smells like? Let's see what we got. Ooh, okay.
Sort of what you'd expect.
Your native IPA base, if you will, that kind of grapefruity, citrusy kind
super
of
citrusy, hoppy.
smell. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, I think I'm sold on it. I'm ready to
Cheers.
dive in. Cheers. Yeah. Season 2, guys. First beer of Season 2. Here we go.
Wow.
Okay.
There it is. Wow.
Yeah. The bitter. I find the bitter is not as predominant in this, which is kind of a deterrent for me with IPAs. I'm not a big fan of grapefruit, or I don't mind grapefruit flavors, but like the peel kind of has that bitter taste to it. Where this one, it's there for a very brief period of time, and then it goes away. And I kind of enjoyed that. What are you thinking about this?
I just know I really like it. This is really good. Like you said, it's not too strong. I've had a lot of IPAs which were too, just like, you know, if you had to put them on like a what do you want to call
like
it?
A pedestal?
A spectrum?
Yeah, okay.
What I'm talking? You
Sure,
know, like
yeah.
from like, you know, the most tart to like, you know, least, whatever.
Yeah, sure, okay.
I've had way too many that were over in this extreme range where like, you know, I guess to throw an example, it would be the Elysian Space Dust.
Right. Space Dust was really rough for us. We gave it a second shot, and we still are just not a fan.
It's so sharp. It's like it's too much for me. But that's like an extreme, right? That's your outlier.
Sure.
And then this one though is lower on that spectrum. This one is super easy to drink.
Okay. Awesome. Yeah. I mean, I agree. This one's good. In saying that, we go to our usual. Would you buy a 6-pack of these?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
If they sell it in a 6-pack, I might have to, you know, once we're done here.
Right. Yeah. I would agree. I mean, I'm not a big IPA guy. But I could see having, you know, being able to have a couple of these and it's not bitter to the point that it bothers me.
Yeah.
So, yeah, let's go ahead and finish this guy up and take a walk in
Don't have to tell me
Paradise
twice.
Park, you know? Next, we're taking a very American walk through Paradise Park. Say that 3 times fast. A very American walk through Paradise Park.
Yeah, wow, look at the flamingos.
It's a Dr. Seuss book right there.
A walk through Paradise Park.
Right, we take a walk through Paradise Park.
Take a walk
Take a
through
walk
Paradise
through Paradise
Park.
Park.
We're taking a walk.
Taking a walk
down Paradise
down
Park.
Paradise Park.
Brewed and canned by Urban South. Malt beverage. Wait, this is a malt beverage?
I mean, it's an American lager. You know, aren't we all malt beverages?
Deep down, aren't we all?
Aren't we all?
Just malt beverage.
We're all just a malt beverage waiting to be drank.
Wow, that's deep, dude.
Drinked. We're just a malt beverage waiting to be drinked.
Waiting to be drunked.
All right, here we go.
I think you missed something.
There we go. We got it now.
I'm not like too knowledgeable about colors and stuff, but this is really light, almost like pilsnery.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it is. It is, and it kind of has a unique color to it too. It's not very
very pale.
Yeah, it is pale.
You know, I thought this was a when
an
we
American ale, I guess.
when we
An
first
American
grabbed
lager.
it, I thought it was a blonde.
Yeah, you did keep saying that. Okay.
So I don't know. Ooh, that's malty.
Okay.
Wow. Okay. Yep.
I do love me I love lagers. I am a big fan of lagers.
Yeah.
It's it smells nice. Ooh, it's got all sorts of flavors, smells and stuff going on in there. That's craziness.
I'm ready.
Let's take a walk through
In
Paradise
Paradise
Park. Wow, what? That is nutty.
Yeah.
What is that nutty taste? That is, holy crap.
Yeah, I'm familiar with that.
What? That's kind of, man. I'm kind of at a loss for words here, guys. So just bear with me. I'm sorry.
He likes it.
Wow, that's nutty.
It really is.
Sorry, I'm kind of getting it all in the mustache.
It's crisp. It's easy. Very, very nutty, like he said. It sort of reminds me of a lot of beers we've had in the past. It reminds me of, I want to say, Sapporo, and it reminds me a bit of some local domestics.
Mm-hmm.
But it's that nutty taste to it. But it's also very distinct, you know.
Yeah, it is very distinct. Doesn't taste familiar to anything, any one other thing like
good.
this.
It's good, you know. yeah, I like it. I like it.
Okay, yeah. My thoughts. The smell is subtle, but it does have a good lager smell. But yeah, that nutty taste is almost kind of mind blowing. You don't expect a can that resembles this to taste like this.
No.
I mean, it has just like a very unique nutty taste. I like it a lot.
Yeah.
Definitely something I could see drinking more of. And I personally would buy a 6-pack if they sold 6-packs in this. I feel like this would be a good beer to just keep stocked up in if you have a beer fridge, if you're fortunate enough to have a beer fridge. I feel like it'd be good to have, keep a couple of these guys in stock for when you want something different, but still, what's the word I'm looking for? Different, but satisfying.
See, and it's a good, I guess just it's a good summer beer, right? It's got the flamingos on it. It's a very easy, you want to chill at, the park or something, or with your pet flamingos. This is the beer you want to drink.
If you have pet flamingos, you should drink this.
You should have pet flamingos.
Don't drink it with them because that's highly frowned upon. So are you down to buy
I don't know.
I
I like it. I do, but I don't know if I'd buy a 6-pack of it,
Well, let me pique your interest a little bit. Why don't you finish the last bit and then make a determination and see if you feel after that last bit if you're pushed to the other side to at least buy a 6-pack, It's not a life agreement. You don't have to make a life agreement for it. But if it's a good enough beer for you to want to buy 6 of them, sure, why not?
I don't know. I'm still not sold. I probably wouldn't buy a 6-pack of it. It's personal preference.
You wouldn't?
No, I probably not.
Okay.
Probably not.
All right. Well, yeah. I like that one a lot. I was actually expecting it to be a lot less what it ended up being. So I felt like there was a lot of texture to it. So yeah. And then there was one.
Bum, bum, bum. The coffee stout.
The coffee stout.
The 7%er.
7%er. Which is not abnormally high, but it is higher than your native beers.
Yeah, well, and
you're usually
for a stout. I don't know if we've had a stout.
I thought stouts are natively a little bit higher anyway because of
I thought they were a bit lower.
Really?
Yeah, like 5% range.
Okay. Well, that might be something we might have to revisit in another episode, just to kind of clarify.
Yeah. I'm not an expert. I don't know.
Yeah. None of us are experts here. We're just guys who love beers. Yeah, I'm interested about this. I feel like this a coffee anything beer is a make or break for me.
Yeah.
Because I've had coffee beers before in the past, and I'm not gonna name drop anybody because I still like the company. But I had a coffee beer that was advertised as a coffee beer. You know the one I'm talking about. And it just was, why advertise it as coffee if it doesn't have a coffee taste to it? Mm-hmm. And then I've had other coffee beers that claim to be coffee beers, and all it was coffee. I don't know where the beer was.
Well, and you'll run into the beers that are coffee flavored, but the coffee taste is very artificial.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, like coffee flavoring, not used coffee grounds or beans to brew with kind of thing.
So, like a syrup is added to the beer.
Let's get this is for the little ASMR people out there. That's a nice one right there. Oh, I'm cheating.
Hold on.
Oh, Lord.
Whoa. Oh my gosh, it's almost red.
Look at this.
Oh man.
This looks like some.
Oh man!
Right. This looks like some friends, some founders' friends here. This is dark, like we like them.
This looks like the type of grog I drink.
Oh my God! Damn, Trevor said, "All right,
I'm getting in."
Let's end this episode.
I almost drank it. Okay, color. I like it. The darker, the better. Is
Love
my
it.
philosophy.
Love it. Love the caramel undertones on the head. You get a nice caramelly kind of color, familiar to coffee and stouts and everything.
Yeah, it's like a good mix of black and red. It's beautiful.
I smell the beer and the coffee, and that's what I love to smell. I like being able to pick out both.
Yeah.
both smells in there
Yeah,
because
no,
now I
it
know I'm
smells-
drinking
it
a
smells
coffee beer.
Really fresh.
Let's
Oh,
let's
man.
do this. Let's do this. So let's relish
take
this
my
moment.
time with this one.
Here we go.
Man, I wish we grabbed more of this one. Oh, it just keeps getting better.
It almost tastes like there's coffee creamer in this
That
somehow.
That after, take another sip. Take another sip and just
Yeah,
let it
what
sit
the-
in your mouth for a second. Aftertaste. Man,
Oh my God, I'm sold.
this is so good.
This is really good.
Okay, so here's the thing. It's really good. It's also a little on the heavier side. A little,
Which we like.
we like.
We like thick with 2 C's.
I like them thick, but here's the thing. Would you be able to like session this? You know what I mean? Could you do this back to back?
Usually the thicker ones you can.
Yeah.
Usually you don't want to. But that doesn't, however, with that being said, that doesn't prevent me from wanting to get a 6-pack.
Mm-hmm.
As we've said in the past, that's not. This isn't a knockback beer.
Yeah.
I'm not looking to knock back a bunch of these.
Yeah.
But it's amazing. I thoroughly like this one. Oh my God.
It's amazing.
Like I try to go into reviewing beers that I expect to like. I still stay open on the table until I'm proved to either like them or not like them.
Yeah.
And so this one I was like, man, I really hope I like this one. And I do, because it is amazing. And it has this special thing which I'm yet to, and I'm not over glorizing this, but I'm yet to experience what this one has done in the sense of that creamer, like milky aftertaste
Yeah.
that
I mean,
we were
it's-
talking about is so unique.
It's a good hearty stout mixed with cold brew.
Yes. Yeah, that's
It's
very and
super
good cold brew.
It's sweet.
Fresh grounds.
It's strong. It has
Yeah.
your stout flavors in it. Man, this is just incredible. Like, it's so good.
Okay. Well, I already said I'd buy a 6-pack even if I'm not knocking them back in one session. How about you?
Yeah,
You
no.
thought the same?
I definitely couldn't, or shouldn't knock these back.
Right.
But I would buy a 6-pack. Absolutely.
Yeah. We've experienced 3 of the Urban South Brewery tour, if you will, unofficial tour. We'll call it the unofficial tour.
Yeah.
We would like to try more as we can acquire them. We may do a revisit, in another season.
As more types become available to us, we'll definitely pick them up.
Our hands on them.
Absolutely.
And if you guys from Urban South happen to see this review video and you would like to give us things that maybe we don't have access to, we're more than happy to review anything that you guys would be open to sending to us.
I'm very impressed with all 3 beers we've tried today. I may not have liked all 3, but I'm still impressed with what they've done.
We're going to take a quick break. For you, it'll be a real quick break, but we'll be back after this with a special addition to Season 2. What we'll be focusing on Season 2 won't just be beer, but things that maybe pair well or revolve around things with beer. And the biggest thing that goes well with beer, right?
What's that?
Snacks!
Oh!
So, we'll be back after this break, and we're going to be sampling some snacks that are going to be really, really good. These are new snacks. We haven't tried them yet.
No.
But they sound like we're going to absolutely love them. So, we'll be back after the break, and we'll see you guys there. We're going to finish up this delicious coffee stout. Oh, my God.
Oh, man.
So sold.